Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. It's Wednesday night. It's going to be a quiet one tonight, I think. It's the last night before an update tomorrow morning. We've now got the patch notes, or it seems like we have. What have we got here pictures wise? New Evo 8. I'd done a video all about the new update and ran out of time in making it, so never published it. With a lot of things, I generally don't get time to do a lot of them, so it's good to see this out. It confirms a lot of the thoughts. New GTR, you all get to see this. It's all on your desktop if you haven't found it already. Tidy, nice car. I mean, with the 38 debt, so it's going to be some good engine swaps about. Then the first commercial van. Everybody's so excited to see that, aren't they? Yes. No. I'm sure there's other cars we would have liked to have seen. So, according to what we see here, there's a new menu book, which is for the Audis. This is going to cost you a pretty packet. 3 million credit car in the background. What's the Audi Quattro? That's worth a few. And the Audi TT is not that expensive. There's some new circuit races. This is one at Miyabi. Looks like Miyabi anyway, so an Evo 8 race. I believe there's 3 new races. And Sophie is also available at Brands Hatch on the full circuit. This Sophie's expanding out onto new circuits. Which if you don't race Sophie, it's only a PS5 event. Not available on PS4. And it's also going to Seaside. It should be good because that's a good track. That'd be a good track to race her on. So, also the new scape scenes that you can see there. So that's what's coming tomorrow morning. Happy days. Today we are we're going to do some preparation and go through the process of how we conquer the whole top 10 stars thing. We had a little go at that between midnight and 1 AM this morning. A bit tired. I don't think we've got all the lights on, have we? No, we haven't. Happy days. There we go. A bit more light on the subject makes me more visible. So where we were last night was Deep Forest, looking at how good the beat was versus the cappuccino. Just have to see where it's going to go, settings wise. Ranking board, that's what we're looking at. And somebody's used Quattro S1 Pikes Peak for 38 laps. This track used to be dominated by the baby Red Bull. Used to race it round here. But the cappuccino is what people are using. We can see that here, 40 laps. I want to do 41. That is my previous best. As we worked out last night, I've got to do 128.5s. So maybe for the first hour, that's what I'm going to be doing. That's what I'm going to be trying to nail. We're going to be doing it between 2 cars. We're going to be doing it between the cappuccino, which I think this version on here, got to exit and go away and put the right tyres on. We'll have a look. Kind of frustrating that in the game, that it doesn't let you actually enter with the right car and make it right, or the wrong car and make it right. Should let you enter and then adjust it. Hey ho. No argument. Keep going. So the biggest problem with these is they're inherently unstable. They are really, really quite rough cars. Question is it going to be mediums that we're going to do it with? What I'm interested here is the suspension setup. If this suspension setup is quite close, we might have to replicate it on the beat. It'll be interesting. Photograph. Because I want to use the beat because I know it's decent. All that aero, all that. 60. Ultra high RPM turbo, that's interesting. All the mods added. Brake controller. Leave it at 0. Why have we got the carbon brake system on? Don't need it. Anti-lag's not necessary. Might take that off. See how that goes. Race. Let's go back and have a look. Hey, it's Justin. Yeah, we'll have to see whether you're... Hi, Justin. We'll have to see if your permissions are set correctly to accept from me. If you've not been and set your permissions, you won't be able to accept one from me. That's why it's usually best that you guys send a request to me. But I'll do it. If I can't send you one, then unfortunately you'll have to send me. And you've got your permissions right. It's all about protection, isn't it? And being right online. We'll see. Typed it wrong. In Sanders, there we go. I've sent it. Yeah, you mark private, private, private. So if you haven't got that, you'll just have to send me one. So, happy days. Yeah, I'm not on tomorrow night. Tonight, well, it's not just tonight this week. I've got another event tomorrow. Looks like I've got somebody to ban on Twitch. There we go. That's somebody gone. Happy days. Port them as well. No need for any more. They've gone. Bye bye. Okay. Go. I'm going to look at getting my old camera back on. See if we can reduce this image a bit, bring you down a little. There. Just two of us. Well, happy days. If it's not busy tonight, we'll just have to make do. Not really. Every night, can we? Settings to start. Everything done. We were on mediums. We're gonna have to see tires alike. See where we go. 138 outlap. All the help aids on. How to get this thing to stop is impossible. Got damage. Laps aren't enough, are they? Car feels a bit nose down. Excessive rake. Have to brake early at 200, I think. Didn't engage gear very well. Have to mess with these gears. Ooh, it's a fighter. $39. 16 laps is about 4 laps too short. Going to do, I'm going to take the ultra high turbo off, put the normal turbo on, drop the anti-lag off, needs to do 20 laps, that's for sure. Oof, can't stop. Massive lag too. That's the ultra high turbo, that for it. It needs the anti-lag, doesn't it? And it's slow, it's with lots of mistakes, of course. Hey, Razza, welcome, my friend. So we'll go high RPM turbo, anti-lag none, at gearbox setting. JB say 333. Said 333, didn't they? I need to. That's all. Mess that up. I want to change that. Changed the wrong thing. You said 333. That's one. Never going to get to 333, is it? Going long. That'll be it. See what happens. Probably not a lot, but hey ho. Hoping the fuel gets to somewhere near 20 maybe. Immediately up to 19.8. He spun out in front of me and I did the same. Happy days. How tricky was that? Itchy nose today. We're on the medium tyres. I've got a feeling we need to be on the hards. I don't know if the tyres will make 20 laps, but Lee didn't seem very positive about the the beat last night, and I went on after the stream last night for a little while longer, and I think with a few subtle adjustments we could make that beat just a little bit more drivable. At certain points we felt the beat really was drivable. It got stuck right into corners, even in down 40. This one will do it, and I think this one will do it. Fuel just isn't quite where we want it. 17.0. Oh, it's not turning. Ay, 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 ay. $17.2, that would give us 18.2. Opening lap 39. Did I turn that anti-lag off? I can hear anti-lag still. Unless it's just the rotary engine, the distinctive back box burble you get with the rotary. Never owned a rotary engine car. Not really sure I want to be honest, but impressive horsepower figures, torque's quite good, but oil burner. You go through a lot of oil. Ooh. Probably shouldn't have changed down to first. This car needs to roll to be able to keep the revs up. As we can see there, 16.8 on the end of lap 2, so that's 18.8. We need 1.2 more laps of fuel. Now my thought is, over the course of 20 laps, there's a possibility that that can come back. Where are we? 129.5, so approximately 1 second a lap away from the target, which we know we can recover. We've just got to get better. So let's just go and check the setup and do what we need to do. So this video really is all about the process of targeting and attempting to get somewhere near where we want to be on that target. Racing hards. Now 555 on that diff. Let's try doubling it. 10, 20, 30. Let's do 5, 10, 20 to start with. 5, 10, 20. That'll give us more acceleration away from the corners. Ah, there's anti-lag still on, look. That'll give us fuel, but I don't know what that'll do in terms of acceleration. Maybe that change there will give us that help that I think we need. Maybe. Change is small, then we can understand what we're doing and what changes that will mean. It's much quicker. That was a nasty little touch by the old McLaren, wasn't it? We're on hard tyres this time as well, so just might have to watch the old twitchy back end. Look at the fuel. 28. So we're finding the answers. We're finding what we need. So we're looking to beat a 138, 139 opening lap. Don't really want to slow down too much here. We haven't got the anti-lag, so we're not going to be able to really kick it one out the corner. So fuel is now looking really good, and it's driving really well as well. 37.1, that's our fastest ever outlap. A lot of this is about exploration and understanding, time and patience, which I know people get frustrated with, but not everything is written on the back of a cereal packet. You can just go and do it. And these are tremendously difficult cars to get your heads around. Got to watch that. I'm thinking a little bit of brake balance to the front might fix that, because I have a habit of just hanging on the brakes a little bit. So 25.2 laps. I'm going to brake on that 200. 200 is just a little late. We need to be on that arrow. There's a turn arrow just before the 200. That's what we're going to brake on next time round. Now we're a bit slow. 28, 29, 30. Much slower lap. Got to brake a little bit earlier. As with a lot of things since update 1.49, 1.50. Got to prepare early for corners. Earlier than they used to. And the car will get faster with fuel burn. So let the car roll through the corners. Don't force it. And we're already 13 seconds ahead of Inestrosa. Now we're looking for that road sign on the right hand side. It's I don't know what it is. But it's definitely a road sign of something. It might be falling rocks or something. It's a little bit squirrely. Beautiful lap time, beautiful lap time. Half a second inside the target. Can't get the car to slow down. Ugh. Right, so we know we can do it. We know we can do it. And we've got plenty of fuel. So we know we've got the strategy now. Brilliant. So it's just a question of getting the head in the game and going for it, isn't it? What we got to do. Oh, no Dorian, there's no Big Papa, there's no timer. No somebody to give me that little bit of confidence boost. Just go and have a look at the settings. Traction control 1, default ABS. That's right. Count steer on, ASM on. That's cool. Car settings, then racing hards. Just at 500 brake horsepower with 50 pp inside the target. Racing intercooler. Anything more we can do to slow the car down that bit more? We'll keep it a bit more stable under braking. I don't think there is. What was the description there of braking sensitivity. What does it say? That's a square button. Adjust the effect is the LSD when decelerating or not accelerating. Increasing this value will make the LSD more effective, but will increase the risk of understeer. For the limited slip diff, it will limit the slip. Okay, so I think we're probably about right. 15. See what that does. Don't know. Don't know. No, carbon brakes are exactly the same as the other brakes, just a different colour glow when operating. They're the same PP. They cost you more for a different colour. They perform exactly the same. There's no actual operating distance. You can test that yourself if you like. Best place to do it is on somewhere like the Daytona Oval. Get up to a point where you can always get to the same speed. Pick a braking point, stamp on the brakes and stop. You'll find they're exactly the same. All they are, different colour under braking. So the racing brakes are like red-orange, and these are like a yellow under braking. So just because they cost more doesn't mean they're any better, unfortunately. Right, let's get stuck in. Let's see where we go. 41 laps we're aiming for. See if we can do it, because the setup's bang on. It's just difficult to drive. Now it feels, the car already feels like it's a little bit slower with that slight change to the diff. For a bit more stability into the corners and out. Not a race where you can battle with anybody, to be honest. You just have to make sure you can get past the AI, get on and get going. Days keep rolling. Here we go. Past Mr. Inestrosa. We're broken at that sign now. Out as wide as we can go. Try and get smooth this line we can. She's a bit slow, but she's more steady, which is good. So we're going to go to halfway. We're going to go to the pit stop. We're going to see how long a pit stop takes. What we know is Inestrosa pits on 10 laps. So we'd like to overtake him before the 10th lap, to be honest. I'd like to lap him, but I don't know how possible that's going to be. Still researching. Got to get to pit stop with as much fuel as possible, and we're only going to fill to 21 laps. No short shifting really. That 38.2 was an okay outlap. We really want to do a 37.5. Sorry, 27.5 this time. Probably going to be just outside that. It's alright, 28.5 is the target time. I need to brake just that little bit earlier, resting the top of the hill. Just need to give a little bit of a shout out to Dorian. It's his boy's 5th birthday today. Happy birthday. And we won't see Dorian today. He's family man today, which is cool. Oh, shish kebab, come on. Back end just broke away. Again, unpredictability of these cars. Got to let the car roll. 2.285 seconds down, that's shockingly bad. It was just about to rev its Chiefs off. Shouldn't have. It was just about to wheel spin for fun. The other thing we're trying to do is study the tyres. See if the tyres will get us there. We're 3 seconds, 1.5 seconds down there. The throttle's not engaging, the clutch isn't releasing. It's really bizarre. There's another test I want to do today. There's a mission. There's a fuel use mission around Deep Forest in one of the trucks. And I believe the way to get the best results is to use the clutch and disengage the gearbox. But it's an auto. So I've generally not understood how you can use a clutch on an auto car. Now, saying that, I've got a manual car that's got auto, that's got cruise control. So on cruise control, you can get the car to sit at a speed, can't you? When it sits at a speed, you can potentially engage the clutch and get the car to just coast, which I do in my Mini, but it knocks the cruise control off. So we'll have to see where we go. 31 again. 3 seconds down. I've got 8 seconds in the bag at 1:28.5. Why all of a sudden is the car maybe that little roll of off the braking on the diff has made a 1.5 seconds difference in acceleration. Car feels so slow. Because I'm not racing any cars at this point, you see. I'm going at my own pace. I haven't got anything to make me move. I'm being a bit overcautious, maybe. Fuel is absolutely spot on. I wonder if we need to have a look at the clutch and see which clutch we've got engaged. I think it's a racing clutch, I think, from memory. It's 0.5 seconds down. This car doesn't like to trail brake round corners. That much we do know. off the brake. Turning into that corner on the brake causes the car to buckaroo. Now we're faster than where we need to be. Use first in the corner there, that's probably a little bit naughty, but let's keep going. There we go, a third of a second inside target. Got a brake on the top of the hill, I'm not quite doing that correctly yet. Now we need to pick up and see if we go purple here. It'd be nice. What we really want to be aiming to do, there's the purple, is try and keep a 29 off the card. If we can keep a 29 off the timing list, we know we're going to be somewhere. Ooh, yeah. Don't know why the back end suddenly broke free like that. That's ridiculous. Did I just turn in it too fast? Don't know. That right rear though is showing a little bit of wear, isn't it? Half done, 7 laps. Gonna be sketchy this. I've got to 32. I've really got to slow this down and let the car roll the corners so as not to really induce that wear. Couldn't do it on mediums, I don't think. The mediums will not play that game. Bit more consistency in cornering. There's just a few areas to get right. 12 laps left of this stint. After this lap, oh, we're just coming around to lap somebody. Slow it down. There we go, don't put any power on, that's the difference. Don't think we're going to lap in Ostroza by the time he gets to his pit stop. But he is 45 seconds back, so there we go, 28.8, that's coming back to where it needs to be. I'll roll. Power in the last half of the corner. That is going to be well sketchy by the end of 20 laps. Bit less. Need to be a little less forceful on them on the early part, so don't know how we can save on tyres. Brake balance all the way to the front, one guesses. It's going to be as much of what we've got. Doing about 7 seconds a lap on Mr. Inestrosa. That's going to be slow because we were casual on the tyres, weren't we? We just let some smoke go off their tyres, whether it was brake dust, I don't know. Try and be smooth. With great smoothness will come lap time. Thank you. No damage. Got to be careful of that here. Damage is a factor. Mr. Inestrosa went to the pits as scheduled on the start of lap 10. So my target is to lap him just as he comes out the pits. We'll see if that's going to be a thing. Get the car in. Wireless dual sense battery is low. I didn't put it on the charger last night. Ooh, come on. Wow, these tyres are looking well past it. Where is he? Don't know if we're going to get to overtake him. If these tyres aren't going to do it, we need to put the mediums on to see if we can run faster times and allow an extra pit stop. We've got to run like 26s on mediums, which I think will be harder, but we're going to do like 15. I don't even think we'll do 15, will we? No. Would we be able to do 13, 13, 14? I think that's what we'd have to do, isn't it? 13 laps, 14 on mediums. Brake too late. Let's see the sign. I saw the sign. Thirteen, 13, 14, or 13, 14, 13. Not going to matter, is it? We're going to need the extra fuel lap, so that was a 30, so a second and a half down. Mr. Suswillow's up to 6th, so he's just going to be ahead of us just up here. We didn't manage to lap him. It's Gallo in front, then Suswillow, then Suswillow. Oh no, where is he? He must be behind us. We must have lapped him. Must have lapped him already in Inestrosa. He was still in the pits, I think. That's good. Oh dear, that back end just went. The right rear tyre really has cut up. I think I'm going to have to move that that slider probably to 60. Try and see if that makes a massive difference. I reckon the LSD is causing that imbalance in tyre wear massively. So that right rear is not going to last. it would be the end of this lap if we were 2 stopping. It's not going to do 7 more laps for sure. The lap times are too slow anyway. Right, okay, we know that. Let's do it. This is what tonight's all about. Some people might find it a little bit frustrating. I apologise. We are just working it out. So that we've got at 15. I'm going to push that to all the way to the 60 and see if what kind of difference that makes. What was the other thing we talked about doing? Pressing the wrong buttons. Nothing else to change, was there? The aero's fine. The fuel use is fine. High RPM turbo is fine. There's nothing else we can add. It was the clutch, wasn't it? Clutch is on racing. Nothing to add there, is there? Steering angle kit is the option to add that, but it's not going to do us anything. It's just going to give us more turning radius. Body height adjustment, fine. The anti-roll bar's cool where it is. Negative camber angle. Bit more rock round corners, probably a bit more grip. Don't know. Let's see. Right. Let's have a go. Let's see what we can do. Where were we on the brake balance? We're going to put that all the way to try and take the pain off the rear tyre. Now we're going to study effectively where that's going to go. Maybe a little bit too cautious. Off the brake. Sorry, Mr. McLaren. Feels okay. Lap time's concerned, of course, on the sign. Going a bit quicker. Spinning round, sliding round. That was very lucky. So much nicer if this was four-wheel drive. That's the fastest outlap ever. We're still on hard tyres because we're still going to try and push for 20 laps. But the question is that going to be possible? We can really only do a lap about 8 seconds quicker. But oh, this thing is bucking like a bronco. .8 seconds quicker. Off the brake. Let it roll round. Now I'm seeing a bit more wear on the right rear than on the left. 2 laps in looks so much better than it did last time though. Can we do a 126? No. A 127.7 is good. That's a second inside the required time, and I can't stop. Keep going. We've got rear damage, but we don't have to pit to repair it. It'll go away. All we're doing is testing tyres. Got to remember to brake earlier. my mouth starts working and my brain starts forgetting. It's all about repetition. I've probably got to start giving myself audible cues to remind myself to do stuff. Thought so. All 4 tyres went inside that boundary then. Got to be careful doing that. That's a decent outlap and a decent opener. Tyre wear is heavy though, on the 200. I say it, tyre wear is heavy, it looks it. This is slow, significantly, but hey ho. Braking on the top of the hill. Off the brakes. I think if we went to medium tyres and attempted a 13-13-14 strap with 2 stops, and we can run all the laps at a 1:27.7, I think we're going to be somewhere in the region of 4, my maths being roughly vague, 1:28.5 with 1 stop gives us a stop of around about 50 seconds plus 8 seconds, but I think this stop is something like 1:20. I don't know why I think that. I get the feeling it's a lot longer than we actually believe it is. It's the drive into the pits that's tremendously long, I believe. Even that is just inside the target time. But it's not, it's 0.1 outside. Brain engaged, Widow. 5 laps. I think we're closer. I think we're closer to what we need to do. Looking at that rear tyre, it looks like it's wearing less. Only got to do that 4 times. Massive opposite lock mid-corner then. See if I can put in a 27 again, that'd be nice. Not gonna. It might be just. We might get it just. Let it roll. There's a 7. It's looking and feeling pretty decent. So if we want a shot at this, we could possibly do it. But I just don't know what my buffer zone is. That lap time of a 32 really did kick into it, but probably got a penalty there as well. Bucked across those curbs. Looks like about 18 laps. What I'm probably going to try and do is not be so forced acceleration through straight, because the car is really fighting me on the right hand turns. Here, ease off a bit before the hill, just outside target time. Not so sure about tyres now. Felt the whole car lock up and slide through there then. Fuel is looking really good. We'll be able to shorten the fuel stop just that little bit. Problem though, it's not the fueling and the tyre change that takes the time here, it's the length of the pit road entry. We'd have to do it twice. There's a possibility we might be able to do the first stop. If we're going to go 13, 13, 14, we'll probably have to do the first stop without adding fuel. So it should be a roll in and get a new set of mediums at 13. Yeah, these look like they're only going to do 16 laps. Cards. If we were to take 1 to 2 seconds off per lap for using mediums, do 13, 13, that, like I say, I'm more concerned that the actual time to pit is going to be against us. But 40 laps, 2 seconds closer is 80 seconds, which could potentially be a pit stop time, 1 minute 20. So if we can run 1:26.5s on mediums, that's even better. Audi TT coming up the inside. Saying that, these tyres look like they're touch and go for 20 laps. Touch and go, we're not going to be on the 28 this time. 29.4, so a second slower. And that's what happens in traffic. Very little rude BMW there. Just give him a bit of wall to add some flavour. Feel like I'm a bit slow there, to be honest. Now, we expect to see Mr. Innestroza go to the pits very soon. All good. A little bit of training, a little bit of testing, understanding drivability, where it's going to go. Get a bit of draft off Mr. Beauvoir. Slow lap. looking at this, first stop would be, we were doing 13, 13, 14. The first stop we would not need to take fuel. So we'd just be stopping for tyres. Whether that was hards or mediums, I don't know. Don't know whether mediums would do 13 laps. But we're on lap 10 now, and I generally don't think that these hards are going to go another 10 laps. I really don't. The Innistro's is in now. Oh dear. That was lucky. Good evening, Lee. Welcome. How you doing today, Lee? I know you're going to examine the lap times and go, oh look. In the Cappuccino Harris have to pit lap 13, 14. Hards. I'm on hards now. Okay. Yeah, I was just going through that calculation. Just trying to find a way to try and get more life out of them. And if I can't get more life out of them, can I get mediums to go lap 13, 14? I want to do 13, 13, 14 maybe. Can't get any more. Yeah, that's what I'm testing now. Just trying to see what we can get. Just messing with rear diff settings to see if we can lengthen tyre life at all, or messing with the brake and acceleration factors, and then rolling into and round corners. There must be a point where these tyres are gonna really start to die off and we'll feel it. I guess that's within the next lap or so. Were you having to refuel at every stop? Or could you get through the first stop without refueling? Oh, I've just got damage there. Picked up damage on the front bumper just by tapping in. That's the whole point, mate. That's the whole point. If I can pass it on. You didn't have to refuel at the first pit stop. That's cool. Because that's the same kind of looking for me. But with what we know and what we're learning here, can I take it to the beat? That's the question. And get the beat. Because I've done a 27.9. I've done a 27.5 lap time in this. And all I have to do is try and repeat those 27.5s. I appreciate this stint here is looking a little bit. The pit stop is painfully slow. Yes, it is. Incredibly slow. Because you've got to fill up with fuel as well. If the first... I'd love to be able to take mediums to 13 laps and then risk a 14 lap mediums at the end, or even put hards on. What if I go 12-12? We can't do 10-10-20, can we? But we could probably do 12, 12, 16 on mediums. If we can get hards to go 16s with a lesser fuel weight, I don't know, something, trying to just find a creative way to... Yeah, I'm going to try mediums in a minute. This is lap 13, so the hards are at that point already. See where we can go, but I know the lap time's there on a good set of tyres. But we're also going to try the beat and see if we can... There's the back end, the right rear has gone. We can put pressure on the left there. Can't really put pressure on the right at all now. I'll let the car roll rather than throttle it. This is where we're going to feel it here. Tried the beat today. Now I'm going to see if I can mix my setups. So we're about to lap well, we've just lapped the entire field now, lapped in 14 laps. Found it less stable than this car, but it could be the tune. Yeah, well, yeah, understandable. I prefer the beat for this race. This is my Kyoto car, this one. This is my Kyoto tune. But I've messed with the gearbox here, so... We're on to lap 15. And that was a 29.9. We're all 29s. No issue, amigo. Don't text and drive. I'm going to have quit out and we'll be on another testing stint, I think. By the time you come back, we'll... I don't know whether to do mediums or swap to the beat. See what we can do. Thirsty. Need a drink. Got about 8 minutes left until pit stop. We've got the fuel. Right rear tyre's just not gonna cut it. Feel it spin up. No grip. They're going 16 laps on mediums. They are going much slower, but oh yeah. There she goes. That's where she lost it. Okay, well that's really good intelligence. We know what's going on there. Right. We're on hards. So now we want to try medium. Look at that. Want to change car. Go away. I want to change car to the beat, and I want to check that. 60-60-30. That's interesting. Very interesting. Still quite drivable. See how much effect that has on tyres. That's the idea, at least. Wing damage. Front splitter. My boy, come on. Short shifty. Fuel is okay. We rolled that white line just a little bit, probably too much. And we got a penalty for it. Fine. Keep hammering it. I've never done a 35 before out lap. Wow, gonna have to drive within my remit here. Just try and be a bit more controlled. The idea is to see what the tyre life is going to be like. Try and roll 38 fives. If we can roll 28 fives, we can roll a 28.5 every lap on hards. I don't know how we can extend the tyre life. I don't know if, well, we won't go purple at all, will we? Because we didn't. Oh, we have. My brain can't do the math. 35 minus 8 is 27. But with a penalty of a second, so this will be a don't know. It's alright, it's inside-ish. I don't know, just couldn't get that back. It just went. Wasn't coming back at all, that. If I can replicate that 35. Gotta try and let the car roll a bit through the corners. There's that front wing damage. Mr. Miazano. Doesn't like being overtaken, Miazano, at all. It's a bit more twitchy on this 60-60-30. But I wonder what 30-30-60 feels like. We're not going to do a full stint. Although feels quick. Two stop for tyres, isn't it? Two stop. Five. Could have been in third. Second. Eight seconds quicker, so it's the 37th lap. Let's leave the back end then. I'm going to push these tyres just a little bit longer. Push the wall. 27.6, so a second quicker, 0.9 quicker than target. And it's starting to show wear. Definitely. We're going to go mediums, I think. We'll have to see if we can getting high life out of mediums is going to be the trick, isn't it? Keep pushing for now. That could be a penalty. We rolled the white line. Yeah, half a second this time, just a lift. Aidan, welcome. Good morning. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a good morning. Bright and sunny. Summer's on its way. 27.8 still inside. Back end buckaroo then as we hit that curb. Tyre life doesn't look to be any better. I'm absolutely parched. Let me just have a mouthful. And I've dripped to drip all the way down my chest. That's condensation off the mug, not having a senior moment. Just outside, so we dropped all the canes we've made. Definitely think it's a third gear exit from there. No matter how I want to enter it in second gear. Got to be a third gear exit. Can't stop that rotation and wheel spin. Might feel slower because of the lower torque at the bottom end of the engine. Bottom end of the rev range, one would say. Interesting to see where it goes. I'll brake myself. Is good, that's half a second inside. It just does it. It just does it. Wow. Okay. So what do we do? The options are plentiful. We can change to mediums. We can switch that back to potentially it's quicker. I think 5.530 might be B. Let's see what we can get out of mediums. But even in Dorian, you're not supposed to be on Dorian. You're supposed to be... A 5-year-old might be in bed, so... Oh, did he have a good day? Everyone is in bed, this is not a problem. I hope he had a good day and he had the best 5th birthday you can have. Actually feels more stable cornering wise. I can actually give it some power in the corner with the back end not being so twitchy. He was on Duracell battery day. He's exhausted I bet now. Good, I'm glad he had a great day. The 105 is pretty decent at this point. Yeah, I've still got that zoom, even at my age. They'll be tired too, I guess. Quite difficult to hang on to these youngsters. No, I haven't actually got to a pit stop point yet. I haven't got to low enough fuel to simulate the pit stop. So, what the strategy looks like so far I haven't done a pit stop, I don't know. But look at that opening lap, 35.776, which is decent. I've not got the tyres to last any more than 15 laps yet. I'm still trying to make the tyres go the distance. We've just been messing with diff settings, trying to see if they're going to affect the tyres. So lap times we can touch 37s. Not regular though, but at the moment what I'm thinking is 13, 13, 14 and 2 stop. But I don't know where that's going to put us in terms of, yeah, 13, 13, 14. But I don't know whether mediums will do that yet. If we can do 27s presented on mediums, can we do 13 laps on mediums? If we can do 13 laps on mediums, we don't have to fill up with fuel at first stop. That's correct, 100%. You're on my same wavelength. And then 14 laps on the last one, but we take 15 laps of fuel to run that final lap 41. Let's see. Let's see. I've made some changes. Let's have a practice. Hard's got me to 16 and I spun on lap 16. But I've made some diff changes, so try and limit the slip, try and limit the rotation. You can see how the car rolled there. It's because I braked too late for the corner. I need to lift the throttle on turning. We'll try. Gonna have a bit of positivity and see what we can do. 28.8 is 0.3 outside the target. We can get 13 on mediums. Maybe that's how to do it. Maybe that is the call, but then we know the outlaps will be slower. Maybe. You know, it's probably worth giving that a shot. And I'll just try and be 28.5, 28.5, 28.5, 28.5. But what we're not doing there is giving ourselves any saving at 28.5 to try and get that second pit stop into the window, which is probably a little bit frustrating. That's 4 laps. This is 4 laps. We're inside target. Feels so slow in third gear. Fuel is so plentiful, it's good. The brakes. Thank you, Slippery. It's just crazy how it works. You've got to then mix in the fact that this car drives like an absolute muffin. It doesn't. Well, for me, I've just got to think my way around and talk my way around and just try and plan where it goes. I do love the strategy bit to the game, though. It's good. The strategy bit's tremendous. Really love these human comedy missions. They really make me think. 27.5 seconds quicker. If we can do 12 laps on mediums, which this looks like it's going to do, that only means we have to do 16 on the hards at the end, plus the 17th lap. I'm going to try and get these to 13. If these will do 13, we've got it. We've got a chance. Wheel is fighting me. It's pulling the car through the corners. No, I don't know what caused that. The car felt unsettled from the corner before. See, Hayden's just thrown in another way. If we can look on the pause screen, look, we're on lap 6. The tyres look like they're genuinely going to do it. I know the tyre drops off towards the end, but I definitely think 12, 12, 14. That's only 28. We've got to do 40. Oh no, you're saying 12, then 2 14s. That is 28, 30, 40. Yeah, sorry, man. This is rubbish. Yeah, that's potentially where it could go. So there is that possibility. Let's have another go. Let's see where we go on this setup and see if I can drive it. Let's have a stab. So if I drive to pit stop now and see what the entry is. Yeah, let's see what the time's like to go in. Hey Alan, you're welcome. It was chosen by YouTube, not by me, but I've been told by YouTube in a previous email that the more people get interacted, the more people chat, the more videos people watch, the more likes, etc., the more chance you have of getting a membership when it's gifted. So it came from me. Don't refuel. Bong bong. That's welcome, Lee. No fuel, just tyres. Check. So that wasn't too bad. That makes that first pit stop really easy. So if I can push for 13, 13, 14 on mediums, should we give it a go? Should we give it a go? It was really quite easy. I didn't expect it to be that quick. I have one more lap. Oh, I've not been on it. I've not been on it. The outlap's not going to be... Well, let's see. Slippery says tyre wear, even at 25 to 30%, seems to really affect the handling and the stability of the car. Really noticed it a lot recently. Which... Just bear with me. Which is having a problem. Oh, we've got another one that needs banning. We just get rid of this person. Hey, the detective, I'm stuck on healthcare gov. Ad. Oh, can't help you there, my friend. If you're stuck on healthcare.gov, that's probably a medical problem. Right, continue. The lag at your end. What lag? Have you got a lag? I haven't got a lag. Right, there's your outlap, 33,405. Chance of spinning so much crazy. Yes, it is. But I got lag times 2. Lag times 2. As in, there's lag on the video, or there's lag starting the stream? What's the problem with lag, guys? CCA 32. Confused. Right. When you say lag, there was I don't know what you mean by lag. Is it lag in the stream? Yeah, I've got a little thing up here that says drop frame 0. I'm streaming at 5,200 kilobytes, which is just above what they recommend. I'm streaming at 60 FPS. Video skip forward. Not sure. I can't help the lag aspect of things. I'm streaming to both Twitch and YouTube. Hey Reco16, welcome. First chat's always good. You missed what I said in the pit. Okay. I didn't say a lot. I was just asking for tyres. Minor inconvenience. Yeah, no problem. Let's put that down to the stream, because I'm actually streaming through Restream. So, good. Right. We're going to give this a shot on mediums. We're going to go... It's disappeared. Okay. We're going to go 13, 13, 14, and we'll talk our way through it. So... let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get somewhere near. First pit stop's going to be worth 32 seconds according to Dorian. And then the second one's going to be 32 seconds plus fuel. So it's all got to come inside. I just did tyres. Fuel's going to be so much more at the second stop, so... we want to take 15 laps of fuel at the second stop. It's going to be dead slow. We know that. So let's have a go. Let's see what we do. See where it goes. Braking on the top of the hill on the 200. We didn't get in front of Mr. Suswiller that time. Yeah, fuel is going to be tremendously slow. I think it is. I'm usually well past Mr. Miyazano at this point. At least I'm fighting with him. Gotta stay off that curb. Try and rev it out a bit. Oi! He closed the gap on me. Braking is on the falling rock sign. There. Second gear, let the car roll through it. Come off the gas. Don't cross the white line with the left-hand tyres. Hopefully this is a 38. That's alright. That's a good time. Now every lap from this point onwards needs to be less than a 28.5. It is the cappuccino, yes. I saved that just. I have to say the beat is more stable through there. Ew, want it just. This is going to be on the borderline 28.5, isn't it? It's going to be just inside target. Oh no, we're in. We managed to catch that up coming down the hill. Okay. She's all over the place. She's actually fighting me at this point. She's telling me she doesn't want to go any faster. The ASM is actually resisting everything I'm trying to do. But it's not slowing. Little buckaroo in, Jesus. Absolutely fighting me. Lee says if you change to fourth at the dip going to the start line, you don't have to lift so much yet. I'm going to try that. I found lifting solved the left-right problem. Had a little lift there. ASM does help. It's quite a significant help. Let's get to the line without a 28. Come on. 28.3. That's good. It's inside the target. Oh, a little bit deep. Come on, don't fight me, car. Be smooth. With great smoothness comes great smooth. Try and say it. With great smoothness comes great smooth lap times. Nah, I can't say it. It's too much of a tongue twister. With great smoothness comes great lap times. There we go. Try and say it on third effort. He just wants to rage away with it. Slow lap time this will be a 28.5, 28.7. Something like that, a whole second slow. Come on, little car. And that back right tyre. Trying to. It's just not coming out. Just got to try and be smooth. Don't be a 28.5. 28.1's good. Fastest lap is with the best tyres though, isn't it? Just got to be smooth. try and just coax the car round. Try not to get to the point where it wants to fight me off and resist. And that was with overtaking cars as well. Well, I'd overtaken them all in the first lap, hadn't I? That was not overtaking. The outlap was with overtaking. I am on mediums, yeah, don't forget that. And they're wearing away. I've turned off the old anti-lag to get the fuel. So we're a little bit bogged down on exiting the corner. No 28s. That's okay. I don't think it'll get the laps. Got to do 12 laps on a minimum to even run hards on the last lap. Last stint to get the last laps out of it. But track feels really warm, really hot. Something went wrong there. As I'm coming over that crest, I don't know if it'll let me drive back up the hill. I don't know if it'll let me. Something's wrong when I come over that crest here. When I come over this crest, I'm aiming to get here, but without putting the car inside the white lines. I want to keep the right hand side tyres so it carries the weight and digs in. But for some reason it just wants to throw me off the circuit there. I don't know whether it's dirt on the left hand tyres. It might be. That's a shame. We're going to go hards. Let's just try and get the tyre life. Or should we have a go at the beat? Let's just change some of the settings across to the beat. See if we can do anything with this bad boy. I've taken some photographs. Now we've got 100 kilos of ballast on this one, haven't we? Yes, interesting. I don't know whether this is going to play. Could work the other way, you know. It could work beat settings on the cappuccino, but at least I can scroll back through the video and find them. It doesn't matter. End up with hundreds of setups. Negative camber 3, 3.4. I don't know. I've not tried the fuel. Found the beat slightly faster but more prone to mistakes. High RPM turbo, it's cooler, da da da. So many parts we can add here. But if I remember right, fueling feels like you need to take a holiday. Fuel. I'm looking at fuel. I'm thinking, This isn't as fast. Oh, fuel's back. Racing hards. Sounds like my Mini. That little intake suck of air is just exactly what my Mini does. Your Beat has all the upgrades, yeah. Oh, this doesn't. Trying to see if we can get the tyres to. That'd be a penalty. This is what the Beat does, isn't it? The Beat whips around here, and it's not the car for me. No, it has got to be the Cappuccino. The Beat just has that weird kick out that I just. Why can't I just press the right buttons, for God's sake? There we go. Right, so we're going to switch to hards. And we're going to try and run as fast as we can on those tyres. And see if we can get to 13 laps and pit in. "13 laps. Oh, Mr. McLaren, cheekiness. Might get a penalty for that. Just a lift. Let's ignore it. We're going to try and take a wider line through here. Keep all four wheels on the black stuff, rather than try and cut the corner. Tiny little lift penalty, nothing to write home to anybody about. Stop on the 200. Aggressive. On the hard tyre as well, aren't we? Come on, Widow. On the sign. And don't let the car roll too far wide. Come on the brakes, go. hard tyres. See what the little time deficit is here whilst I was concentrating. Might have been going too slowly. Just half a tenth down. Not even half a tenth. That'll cause excessive wear on the rears. Just braked a fraction too late for that hairpin. I was thinking about the time and the lap time. Not the fastest lap. The clutch didn't disengage there, did you see that? It over revved. So that's the excess power somewhere in the drivetrain causing that to happen. Lost half a second because of that. Keep all four wheels on the track through there, I think seems to be the trick. So currently 1:27.5s is putting a second into the piggy bank every lap. Just got to smarten this final corner up. Still sliding through it, still turning in just a little bit too quickly. Got to brake just a little bit later. Don't know, amigo. We'll find out when we get there. It feels like a waste of time, but we're gonna have fun. I get a feeling it's like 1 minute 20 seconds. That's why a one stop's quite critical, but the last time I did 41 laps, I did 2 stop mediums. I know I did. Because Big Papa and I ran at exactly the same time. And he was using hards. And he got very, very close. Then I went and did it. Yeah, 1 minute 20 seconds. It's so slow on fueling, it's unreal. So that last lap was a 28.2. That seems a bit poor. So I'm guessing you've accrued time accordingly. But we've eaten into that time by that original pit stop, haven't we? Just have to see where we go. We're on hards now. 15, 15, 10. That could be a possible. Back into the 27s. We're going to play keeper 29 off the card. That's what we're going to try and do today. No 29s. Everything under 28.5 is what the target is. Smooth is good. This drives so much smoother. 15, 15, 10. Mediums on the last stint. Jesus. 2802. Oh, you're booking on me now. Too many mistakes. No, I don't know how long fuel is. Don't worry about it. Let's just play and find out. Let's just let it roll. Let's see where it goes. Play the game. I won't be too disappointed. Just want to keep 28s off the card. Not really giving me any blue flag room, are they? That rear right's starting to feel. Mr. Pounder in front, by the looks of it, it is. He looks like he left me room. Oh, we're not going to beat a 28 here. Slug. Lost a whole second and a half. Down to traffic. Stupid AI, absolutely. There's a 29 on the card I didn't want. And there's a penalty as well. See if we can start to scratch that back. Come on. We're on lap 9, so Mr. Inostroza is 1:06 back. He's about to go to the pits. He's about to demonstrate just how long a pit stop can be. on the on again. 28.0. So I think we're down to 0 buffer now. Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll get there. We'll get there. Let's just focus on getting these laps in, and then when we get to the pit stop, we'll measure it. And this is not important. We can quit out at any time, and we can go back and do any timings or anything. This is not important. There's no pressure, no stress with this. Currently, we are just in the testing phase. Doesn't have to happen tonight. And the reason I know it doesn't have to happen tonight is if I do 40 laps, 40 laps won't get me to the top of the chart, because the people that are on the chart have been there already. So you can't do it on time, as far as I know. As far as we kind of know. That was a bit of a junk corner, wasn't it? AI did their best to avoid me, I think. It is practice run, yes. So let's just go and run a simulated race and try and get the pit stops in. Then we'll work out the rest. I just have to try and get to lap 13 on this set of tyres. I've proper hammered this set of tyres though. Here's where we're losing some of it. Mr. Mirzano still putting laps in. We'll try and get some timed laps so where we've got the pit stop in terms of I backed off and eased off for the last pit stop. So this will give you better simulated times. Tyre's dodgy. That right rear's got to do one more lap after this. One more lap. Come on. Absolutely we are. It's not having a great day, is it? I'm not marrying it. It's got to be a funeral, isn't it? I'm definitely not marrying that right rear tyre. Here we go then. This is the in lap. Box, box, box. The buffer's gone. Clearly gone. Fuel seems to be just on the border, on the limit of what we want. That was purple sector, wasn't it? Hold it, you goose. We're 4 second down. Okay. Then 4. And another second down on the fastest lap, but wonder if it would work for me to change down right at the end. Just brake in the higher gear. In we go, box, box, box. Racing hards. 13.2 is fine, isn't it? Don't fuel. The time remaining is really interesting. If we can get out before 40, we've done the first stint within 20 minutes. There we go. So that tells me there's 18 seconds to give to the process there. That's 18 seconds in hand. Yeah, hards on this stint. 13:30. We've got to do hards all the time. Mediums won't do it. Mediums won't go this far. Got to do hards all the way. If hards will do 15 laps, we can use a set of mediums. It's hards all the time. Can't do 14 laps. I've only got 13 laps of fuel. Didn't take any fuel. The last lap we're taking fuel. Last lap we're taking fuel. Last stint. No problem. We're on it. We're doing it. This should be quick because we've got half the fuel, haven't we? Half the fuel. We should be alright. Just got to keep an eye on that fuel anyway. Got it working. My Twitch was messed up big time. Well, welcome back, Detective. You've just arrived in time. Some very important practice. So that was a 152 and a 30. Does that change anything for you, Dorian, on the timings? Because that was done at race pace, not at casual I've given up sort of pace. I'm doing alright, my friend. I'm just revving up to try and get into one of these top 10 thingies. The idea is that oh, that's a penalty. Pretty much know that is. We're doing alright. If I get away with that, that's pretty spiffing. We're doing okay. We are. .391 down. Let's just see if we can get a 27 in. That would be nice. Coming round to lap Mr. Van den Heuvel again. Absolutely on the limit. Got to try and make up that time, and then 28 second. That's better. That's better than 32 or whatever it was planned to be. 27.7. We're back in the sevens. Now I did talk about trying to slow down in the higher gear, didn't I? Trying to accelerate in the higher gear. Please excuse me while I burp. My apologies. And my stomach's now doing the same. I'm drinking fizzy ginger beer. And it's just repeating on me. This is how Sam must feel. Well, to be absolutely honest, Sam doesn't like these. He does the ones in genuine race cars, but he doesn't like these races. We've sat and discussed it a few times. He hasn't got... I don't know if he hasn't got the patience to do the setting up, but he's actually finds the cars really quite difficult and unstable, which they are. And there's a lot of starting, stopping, restarting. Come on, 27. In we come. Yeah, the challenge is phenomenal. It's not a success every time, and when I first started doing these on my own, I was missing them by 3 and 5 seconds, and I'd stop just before I got to the line, and I'd think, right, I'm 5 seconds over the target. I'm here. I've got it. I've got what I've... But is it going to be good enough? Because I know if I put this one lap in, and then next week somebody beats me, it's not good enough. I've got to make a decent time. So I was winning. I was getting the targets. But I was occasionally not actually putting the times in, because it makes it very, very difficult to pass the line, knowing you've not set a good enough time, knowing you've only got one attempt to do it. So Dorian's just said -6 seconds on the buff. So are we still basing that on 28? And I'm not arguing with you, I just want to know the facts. Yeah, the penalties. Anything out, and what? No, that's a 29. What the hell? Where did a 29 come from? Damn. Any penalty under a second isn't really a problem. Did I overtake somebody? It took me a while to get round him. I was following somebody around here, wasn't I? Shish the bed. Ah. Yeah. That's the other part of this, is you've got to not let the frustration beat you. The frustration is part of the problem. See how the frustration got the better of me there. I braked too late. It's just a tremendously difficult lap. Yeah. How many times did we do the other one because we crashed and burned? I was disappointed at the -6 seconds buff, knowing that we'd taken some time off the pit stop. I was quite surprised at that. 2 laps at 27.8. I was expecting half a second to come off. But we'd lost all the time prior to the pit stop, hadn't we? That's what the problem was. Pit stop with refuel. That's where we're getting to. 8 laps to go. And then we'll work out whether we've got it. Mr. Portilla, how are you doing, amigo? No damage, thankfully. Door on door, you see. Door on door. Come on, Widow. You know you can. So this has got to go to lap 26, isn't it? 26 is where we're going to. I need to let that run in third through there. He says and goes purple. How is that even possible? Getting into the higher gear earlier is working. Short shifting in a non-short shifty car is weird. We've got the fuel. We get no benefit at all of draft or anything in this race. Get nothing. Come on, let's go. Mr. Gallo, come on, give it up. That was an okay lap. I'm on high. I'm on the high turbo. As long as you rev it out, I think, on the high turbo, I think if you're revving it out, you're getting the most out of the engine, but you're burning more fuel. But I think the medium turbo will be better in a short shift environment, I think. Short shifty, sort of ish, kinda. You're not saving PP or anything by using the medium. I suppose you're getting more use of the engine in the rev range that you're supposed to. I am short shifting this though. I don't rev it out as much as I probably should. But we're revving it out. We're short shifting to give us better sort of positioning on the track. Fastest lap of the race. It's okay to drift around turn one, isn't it? Nobody minds. That makes... How did I get 2 seconds there? That's a joke. I know I was reading the chat, but that's ridiculous. I don't know what I did there. That must be added up. That's got to be 2 added up penalties. But that's the second I just made up over the last 2 laps gone. Oh, come on. And it's all over the place. I was trying to calculate times then, not looking at the track. Ignore the penalties. Don't read the long chats. Got to read the long chats, Widow. 4 laps to go. Tyres have got plenty of room in them. Fuel's good. Put in a decent lap and then mess it up. No, I thought it was because it's quite a heavy track. I use mediums to get better acceleration out the corners. That makes sense. You'll use less fuel overall. No. You do the calculating. I know. What I was doing was calculating how much that penalty was worth. In my brain. I was reading the times. I know you do the rest. Doing too much. Brain is all over the place. 1 second down already on this lap. Oh, you shish kebab. Come on. Maybe the medium turbo would take out this really aggressive acceleration. Maybe. Maybe that is probably where we need. That'll settle the car down a bit. 1.7. This will be a 29. Rubbish Widow. Another dog paw lap. "24, 25, 26. 3 laps. It is practice, yes. It's true. We're not going to be able to finish it tonight, I don't think. Unless we stay up till silly o'clock in the hours. It's already midnight in Croatia. I was going to say at the Oasis, but that doesn't seem an appropriate song, to be honest. Midnight at the Croatia. Da, 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 da. Yeah, it don't work. .4 down. I've got really sore hands. Gripping this wheel really hard. But I like the sound of medium turbo. That could actually work quite well. Had to have 3 Red Bull. Holy moly. How many vodka? No vodkas. That's 1.2 seconds down. Now, we're going to be filling up 1 extra lap of fuel. Are we? Could that time for 1 extra lap be the disaster? And we actually need to do 41 laps and not worry about the time on 41 laps. So we actually only need 14 laps of fuel. 14.2. And we run the extra lap on fuel burn, on vapors, on the 50 mile an hour. That's what we're going to try and take. We're going to try and give it finite time and try and be extremely frugal on what time we do. Nobody's done 41 laps. Nobody's done it. So if we do all the planning, then somebody comes along and does it, well, we're screwed. But we've done the best we can. Penalty maybe. It likes to do that to me. 25. We're going on to lap 26 now. So it's box, 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 end of this lap. These lap times have got really slow. But if you're going to tell me something like -12, Jack Daniels chill out time, absolutely. -20. Oh. So that's 20 laps. We've got to be well, it's 40 laps. We've got to be half a second quicker a lap. So the target time of 1:28 is right. It's the steering wheel's given up. Brake, 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 brake. Engine damage. We could actually do one more lap on the fuel. But that's lap 26. Hards. That was crazy. Lighten the mood. So here we go. We're filling up to 14 laps. 14.2. And this is going to go slow. Look, we got 30. If we can get out before the 20. Look how slow it is. Look how slow it is. Come on. Come on. Come on. I think 40 laps is going to be easy. We can hit 14.2 bang on the nose, can't we? 20.08. It's not. It went quicker than Dorian thought. He couldn't type the whole of F. We've got to do one more lap in that stint, haven't we? I think medium tyre might be medium turbo might be the win. Yeah, I knew it was slow. We've got to do an extra lap. So we're on for 40, aren't we? We're clearly on for 40. But is it a faster 40 that I can do? I've had 2 spins. Missed the braking zones a couple of times. That pit stop was 52 seconds. So the 2 pit stops added together were 1 minute and 20 something seconds. The thing is, it is possible. I just have to be faster. 2 seconds faster a lap. 1 second faster a lap. 1 second faster a lap is 40 seconds over the race distance. So we need to be doing 26.5s, and I've never done a 26.5 in my life. I can do 27s, but if I was to roll a 27 every lap, 27 dead, Dorian will tell us. 6 seconds after the end of lap 40 is 6:06. Right, on 28. Target 28. What we don't know though currently is what my average lap time is. I'm putting lots of 29s in on poor tyres. So I think what we've decided here is I need to beat 26.5s. If I do 27.9 every lap, I'm in for 40 or 41. For 40. for 40. 41. So it really is 28. If I've got to hit 28, 27.9. If the target's 27.9, and that lap there was a 29.4. You roll for 40. There it is then. Right. So that's the deal. I don't need to do any more, do they? 9 of those laps are on dead tyres, yeah. And against AI that are just counting back and braking late into corners. Right. I'm not going to roll the rest of these laps then, because that'll just do 40 laps. Because we got some poor performance in there. Should we have a go? Because it's 10 past 11. Is everybody alright with me rolling for one attempt at this now? I say that. We can just keep messing with the setup and try it Saturday night. Dorian doesn't care. No passion. He has loads of passion. Have a drink and a couple of minutes chill. Right. Okay. Let's just have a review. Can I do a quick test on medium turbo? Struck 6 horsepower. We have data. Let's see what we've got on the medium turbo. Let's see if this gives me anything less or a lose or gain or whatever. Oh yeah, booger. That was really, really rude. I've never done that to an AI before, ever. I need to set that brake balance in the setup. It's doing my head in every time we start the race. Could be short shifting. And if I'm going to ease on the brakes to just lean on Mr. Sus Willow, I might as well brake later and beat him to the braking point, hadn't I? Will fuel be slightly better, do you think? Don't know. Is this one you're going to try and shoot for? Nothing above 128, that's right. There was a time I used to do all this public testing in the quiet. All this testing and nobody ever saw it. Now it's public. It's very risky. If I don't do it, I'm not saying nobody should go away and go and do it. It's more of a community thing now. You know, the whole point about my channel is to make the game accessible and available and beatable by everybody. And this is the ultimate way of doing it, is by showing people how it's done, and it's not fixed. I'm not hiding anything behind a wall. Everybody's got the opportunity to do it. Sometimes the skill is just a little bit tougher to do, but we've talked about it already, haven't we? Patience, ability, and just determination sometimes is all it takes. Only bop cars, no tuning, yeah. Medium turbo feels, I haven't got that explosive power that forces the car off the track sometimes and makes it buck and kick. It's smoother delivery. I think fuel might be better. It might be less painful on the tyres as well to a degree. I've just got to be able to drive it and react and not keep the pedal planted at all times. Try and drive the car with a bit of sympathy. Try not to ride it like it's within the last couple of inches of its life. Just push the car to its edge of grip and make it do what it needs to do, and repeat that for 40 laps. Should be able to push it hard around left-hand bends, to be honest. It's got the grip for left-hand bends. Something you'll learn about Croatian men slippery. Croatia as a general ecosystem provides the finest engineers within Europe. Whilst they're not been part of Europe for a very long time, the Croatian people are fantastic engineers and builders and crafters, and they have this thing about Croatia that they are a wealth of talent. And I think Dorian has that same trait that a lot of Croatian men and women that I've met, is that they're very skilled in calculations and the ability to adapt and understand and learn. Croatia is and can be one of the greatest communities in Europe for manufacturing, without doubt. Croatia is blessed with having many skills within its nation. We're a very small nation as well in terms of people. Yes, And that. That was a 28.0. That was a poor lap. And this one's slow as well, look. Just had to get the rev back. This is going to be a 28.2. .28.0. Come on. Be a decent time. There we go, that's alright. All I want to do is roll the laps. Shouldn't be in danger of... The car just turned on me there. That was ridiculous. I thought that was going smoothly through that corner and then it just decided to fight me. It's never going to have a quiet moment, this car. I'm sweating like a pedo outside a chip shop. That's the wrong expression. Pedo outside a sweet shop. That was the cleanest expression I can use. It's hot. The Audi is at the back today. We're coming up against traffic, so now we've got to start to focus on making way through. Chip shop was the wrong phrase, wasn't it? That's what came to brain. Couldn't get it to turn that way. I was being cautious of that. Oh, it's just difficult now. Come on, be inside the 28. Don't be outside. Come on. Thank you, Portilla. Just a 28.1, that's bad. Lost a second already. That was that drift around turn 1. Don't do it, Mr. Pounder. You're not welcome to slip up my inside. Excuse the phrase. No damage from that little contact. We've got 5 laps to do until the pit stop. The front end still feels like it's picking up for wheelies. Oh, this is close. Just a 1 second buff. Now I've lost that. That's gone. It's gone. The 1 second buff has gone. One hour deep forest, yeah. Hey, Octo. Good evening, sir. Welcome. Forgive me for being deep in concentration and channeling my thoughts. This is close to a 28. Come on. Come on, Mr. Brooks, move. We put a 29 on the card now. I'm not happy with that. Zero mistakes yet. It's half a second gone again. This is lap 10, 3 to go, 4 including this one. We're starting to erode time already though, aren't we? Starting to lose it now. Now the tyres are really starting to feel it. Yeah, I need to move. Oh god. They're my best and worst out laps, are they? Or in and outs? Yeah, there's a 2 second window there that could help us if we perfect that. Yeah, this is the human comedy missions. Yes, it's correct. We're aiming to go to top 10 stars. Mr. Inostroza has gone to the pits. So we're just about to lap everybody, I think. Yeah, we'll tell Buff after pit stop. I just know that I'm losing a second a lap. It's becoming really difficult to drive. Really, really difficult. And with no leeway, it is tremendously hard. Psychologically, it's tremendously hard. -3. It's 6 laps to get that back, half a second a lap. We can do that. We just have to not lose any time yet to the pit stop, and then we've got to try and do the same next stint. So it's very all we're in control, but ideally we want to keep a 29 off the cards. A 29 on the card is really making it hard. 2 laps. Tyres are really scrubbed. That rear right is about to scream at me. Yeah, we're just losing that lap time. I'm too late. I've let a brake too late for the corner. Yeah, done. Done. Ah. Well, I think that's where we are for today. I think that's where we are. We're going to have to do this Saturday. I need to go for a 2-second gentleman break. Be with me. Bear with me. It was from lap 7, I would say. It's looking at the times, from lap 8 it was a struggle, but laps 4 and 5 were also a struggle. And it's a 2-stop strategy at the minute. I genuinely like to go for a 1-stop, but 2 stops where it is, it's a real struggle. So I don't know what else we can do to the setup in terms of what it is. Mediums just aren't going to go the distance. Every time you pit, if you're just going for tyres, you're gonna waste 20 odd seconds. It's 36 seconds, 32 seconds for a stop. That's two versions of pit stop. One is 27.5 and 25. Because your bad lap time and in and out lap. Yeah, it's a longer gears. Yeah, no. Now if I just go to the Deep Forest 2 stops, comforts should be on. It is racing hard, isn't it? Yeah, racing hard. And look at the difference on the setup there on the suspension. Really different on the diff. Aero is different on the back. We have data, yeah. Yeah, that's part of the problem, Ivan. You're looking at the first 2 stops being, well, the first stop would be 27 seconds. Your second stop, you'd have to take some fuel. And the third stop couldn't get the 41, I don't think. Yeah, I've got loads of PP. The target's 620, and as you can see here, 577. But this isn't the official setup, so the only thing we could do to settle the car really is something in the damping ratio. Let's go to the one that I'm using called longer gears. So to try and stop the back end kicking out, we've dipped the front of the car to give it some rake. We could do something with the rear diff. At the minute I'm using 5, 10, 20. I've tried 60, 60, 30. I've tried 30, 30, 60. 60, 60, 30 makes the car very stable, but it burns the tyres. It properly burns the tyres because you're forcing the diff to be more active. The only other thing, potentially, steering angle. We could buy it. We could put it on. The steering handle kit's there to give you more turn at the drift, so when you're drifting, you can hold a tighter line. Is this wide body? That's a good call. It's a good ask. Yes, it is wide body. Yes. I do have a non-wide body. But I need to put racing tyres and I need to come out. Some cars react quite badly to the wide body. We've only done 256 miles today. Apachupa. That's in the last 3 hours. So we're flying. Let's have a look at the setup on the non-wide body. Non-wide body's here. I think it needs setting up, doesn't it? It's not set up at all. This is set up for. This is the engine swap which I was trying to use in the regular 400 pp races. No good. No good. What other cappuccinos? I've got a wide body there. That's not my league car, but that is my league car. That's my league car, so I'm not messing with that one. Oop. Change back to the one. What else have I got? Ah, there's that one's a league car as well. That's on the office. That's on my qualifying setup. Also, another cappuccino there, but it's low PP, non-wide body again. So the only other thing we've got is the Beat 91 officially. So let's just have a look at the Beat 91, which is this one. You can see that's on the 60-60-30 setup. But this car really does, it breaks out halfway through corners. It is a nightmare. We've had to add ballast to it. It's got the high RPM turbo. It's not got all the extras, but it's still decently quick, but it is just difficult. Yeah, it's a good call. Good call. I like that thinking. Thank you very much. Oil's good, but we'll go change it anyway. For anybody that's going to give this a shot over the next couple of days, I'm not going to get this. I'm not going to get back to this till Saturday. So Saturday night, we're going to try this again. And for those people that did see it, we also have a Kyoto setup on this car. This is the one. Kyoto as well, and this, we were number one at Kyoto before the wipe again, weren't we? So this has Kyoto 2.4 laps. 2.4. Yeah, Kyoto 240 laps. So this one, we go back to, yeah, I think it's 26 laps, isn't it? On Kyoto, 550p or less. Oh man, cards then. No, it's not. That turbo. Swap. Just recheck the calculation. 128 is good. Please. So let me just take some power out of this to make it. Look how little power comes out of it with the engine swap. Absolutely nothing. 565. Got to be 550. It's on sports tires, that's why. Ugh. I'd forgot. Yeah, 549.12. There we go. We're in. It's on sports tires, not comfort. Oh my god. What? Sports medium or sports hard? Sports medium. Ah. See? We're just a crackhead. Here we are. And you've some buff, like 2.3 seconds. So 128 is good. And I've got some buff at the start, 2.3 seconds. Not 23 seconds. So Kyoto is another one we can do. The setup is pretty much exactly the same. Let's have a look and see what people have done. 23 laps, one person. Gran Turismo, well done. Randy, 24 laps now. Ooh. Ooh, dear. Gino is dominating King. 2-3-6. So this is another one we can do, and we've been there. What I don't want to do is back away from any of these, and we're out. I think we've got to push and we've got to go for them. It's 1:45. It's a Wednesday night. Are these rolling over in the morning, or is these going in 15 minutes? These pack up. Done. These are no. It's tomorrow, isn't it? So we are. I just have to give a massive shout out here. We're down to 11th place. There's some people here that have done some phenomenal times. I'm not gonna, if I miss somebody out, forgive me, but Sam's popped in a 1:26.788. There's a gentleman here, Dirt Ollie. He's a controller guy, and does really enjoy the game. And he hasn't played in a very, very long time. And he's been sending me videos over the last 3 or 4 days of doing this. And he thanks me for my inspiration for the effort on Saturday. He's put in absolutely stonking time there. A 1:26.7. He was aiming for a 26, got the 26, and then he went back and beat it. So that's phenomenal. But I'm not missing anybody out here. There's some stunning times in, some really good efforts, and some really good golds. What is gold now? 1:27.220, which comes down to there. Anybody just outside, which I'm not going to smother the face of it. That's a great. If only 15 people get into gold, that's tremendous. Well done, folks. That's a real tough test. The alpha, lots of people done that. Lots of people have really put some times in and got decent. We're down to 28th again after pushing, but what's the time? 1:16.1. We're a second inside. There's no need for us to go back and play with that. Great job. And Suzuka, 1:02.470. We're half a second inside. 2.4%. Again, I'm not going to pick anybody. Some great times. Hayden, Sam, Cavs, Ego, as great time. Pop with a good time. Bob, NW's there again. Der Ollie, great time. Batman, Turbo Tom, Rusk, Max, we're there in 28th. Can't really. It's difficult, Octo. Ivan is 6th on Kyoto top 10. Let's have a look. So all of those we're planning to get, but there's 7 days left on Watkins. We'll have to see what comes with the new update tomorrow morning. Let's have a look at Ivan's time. Not gonna. Great effort, Ivan. If you, I'm not saying if, that's not what I mean. It's a great effort to be there. Well done. Let's see. Is that you, Sethanon? Yeah, there you go. Happy days, well done. Good effort. That's a great effort. 23 laps. Yeah. I'm just gonna check what my best is. 24. So yeah, I've done 24 before. I think it's 2-minute 10s you need to do. 2:10s, 2:08s. 2:10s, 2:08s, and it's a 2-stop. How come you're not on my friends list, Ivan? Ivan, how come you're not there? How come you're not here? This is not acceptable, Ivan. I say that out loud. We will put an end to this. . Let's make it a thing. Requests. I'm going to search for you. Can't not have you on my list if you're posting decent times. Ivan Smith, there you are. Sent request, my friend. Got to have you on the friends list. But that's epic. So that's another one we can do. And then with 10 minutes kind of thing to go, we might as well look at the other ones we need to conquer. Auto polish we've done. Oh, you can't go in there with this car. Not an issue, Ivan. When you've I don't know if you've got the app on your phone or anything, but when you go on the app on your phone, you'll find us there. Are we did we actually do it on Red Bull? Did we do Red Bull Ring? Yeah, we did. We're there, aren't we? We did alright. We're number 6 there. Not on the 39 laps though. We haven't quite got that sorted in a red. Lego Maggiore. Again, yeah. We will come back to Lego. We haven't conquered this yet. We've got to do the 31 laps. That's a one-stopper. Yep, there is, Damfoy. There is. We're going to look at that next. I've heard somebody discussing the zero stop. It's a good car. I do love the RA. It's just getting that damn thing to turn. I've actually been asked by somebody if I would... Or 60. It's in Hastings. So Randy's done it for 25, 26. So 26 is the top tree. So Gran Turismo's there. But somebody's done 26 there in the RA. And that's the... I'd rather use that than the Abarth. The RA is an absolute dog. It's an absolute dog, the Abarth. So we can get there on 26. There's only 4 people done 26 laps, so we know we can do 26 in the Abarth. We were number 3 in the list, I think, before the wipe. So happy days. But that's where we are, and that's where we're going to be. That's pretty much, apart from the other regulars. So Trail Mountain with their Sabuka, saving that one. I love that race. Sam has already absolutely annihilated that race. Yes, we're in. Sam's absolutely smashed this. Yeah. This is... Other people have done 59s now. So Big Popper's done 58, Sam's done 59. We can do what we can. It's a really good effort. We've got the strategy. It's slightly different. We do have the data, and we can make this a good thing. We can enjoy this. We can also share it every week and try and get you guys to the top. Okay, it's pushing now close to midnight in the UK. I had a proper late night last night, so tonight I'm going to end it. I don't mean end it all. I mean end the stream. Oh dear. Careful what you say. And I'm away tomorrow night, but then we're back Friday for the league. It's S15s. Saturday we're doing some of this and time trialing. See what the new time trials are. Sunday I'm gaming away. trying to play some new games, and it's not right to share the other people that are gaming with that, but it will come to the channel. We'll share what we do and what we play. We'll go from there. But tonight, gentlemen, I'm cooked, I'm done. And we'll see you on the next one. Many, many thanks, Dorian, for helping. Slippery for chipping in. For Lee for giving your expert opinion on what we're doing. And I hope you can make a thing of it tomorrow, Lee. Hope you can get some times and put some in. Good night, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. All the best. Take care. Goodbye for now. Take care, folks. Stay safe and well.